Alex, it was a tight, scruffy, kind of ugly game, but you've come out with a point.
Yeah, it was a really tough game. I think that with everything that this game had on it, in terms of the first game back in front of fans, new players playing. I think they probably felt the pressure of that a little bit. I think it looked a little bit nervy at times, but I think first games always do that. And no matter what you do in pre-season, it doesn't kind of simulate what you feel on the first game of the season. So the most important thing is obviously winning the game. And did we see our style of play? Probably not as well as we want to. At times we did, and I think probably towards the end when we should have obviously gone on and won by more, we probably saw that. But ultimately it's about winning games, and I'm not too sure how many times we've won and we probably haven't quite been at it. So it's a great start for us, and everyone's delighted because it's so important to get off on the right foot.
It's almost a cagey first half, but what a great start to the second.
Yeah, you can't ask for any better than that. I think that's fantastic. First ball we played down the side. First time we got a centre forward to get 1v1 with someone, beat them, cross, opposite 10, arriving to score. So, if you could do a training session, that was one of the patterns that we work. But you kind of hoped it would settle us down a little bit. But when you have to deal with long balls from the goalkeeper, and you have to make sure you're in the game 100%. And I thought that we really had to work hard after that, because they bombarded the box. And then on the flip side of that, we had the opportunities to go and score more, which is something we have to keep working on.
You just get the feeling that Barrow side are going to be quite difficult to beat.
Oh, they're going to be really hard. I mean, Mark's a top manager in my opinion at this level, and he knows what he's got, and he knows how to try and get out of this league. So he's got a keeper that can kick it an absolute mile, and it's hard to play against. It's tough. We saw it from the Carlisle team last year. I think that was the case. So we're going to have to come up against teams like that, and we're going to have to defend like we did and improve on when we get possession. But you don't really know with the first game where you really are until you play someone, because we haven't faced this type of football in pre-season. So to finish with a win, nice and positive, players no injuries, players smiles, fans smiles. It's a really good day.
Game of 10 bookings. It didn't seem that sort of a game.
It was just scrappy, wasn't it? I think at times it was probably just late challenges in terms of not having had that intensity maybe in pre-season, and the odd late tackle. But I don't think there was any malice in it. I think that it was just a typical first game where you're trying to see where you are, and I think the players as well. So ultimately, all that matters is we've won the game, and we start on a real positive to make sure that now we have to carry on what we do.
Fans were magnificent.
I mean, it gives you goosebumps, doesn't it, when you hear them for the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes they're pushing the team through, and they deserve that, because they've missed watching it here, and that's why we do it. We want them to go home smiling, have a good weekend, look forward to Tuesday night, which is a fantastic game for everyone again, and seeing the care line, seeing people here that it's their first time for a long time. I've spoke to 2 people. It's the first time they've come back for a really long time, and they've both had illnesses, and you see them smiling, and that's all I said after the game. That's why you do it. That's why you do it, and I think everyone was really appreciative of the support they've received today.
And just looking ahead, that Tuesday night, Luton Town, everybody will be buzzing for that, and again it will be a different type of challenge.
Yeah, well, they've had a great start, haven't they, today? So we've got to make sure that we're ready. We're looking forward to having a fantastic atmosphere on a Tuesday night. I think that's they're the ones that you also miss a little bit. The Tuesday night games here. We know that obviously they're going to bring a big crowd. So again, we're going to need everyone to help us through the game. Players will recover, make sure that we learn from certain parts of today, and ultimately we just keep trying to build on a really good foundation from today.
Well done today.